Africa is sitting on a treasure trove of largely untapped mineral resources, and if managed properly, those resources could lift millions of people out of poverty. According to the 2013 Africa Progress Report, which was released at the World Economic Forum in Cape Town. Chaired by former UN Secretary-General Kofi Annan, the Africa Progress Panel advocates at the highest levels for equitable and sustainable development in Africa and releases its flagship publication, the Africa Progress Report, every year in May. This year's report focused on the continent's extractive industries, oil, gas, and minerals, and their power to transform lives.
Africa's resource wealth can lift millions out of poverty. It can build shared prosperity and bring hope to future generations. It is eminently possible. We can do it. But it will take bold leadership, and it means building up proper governance, solidifying democracy, embracing transparency and accountability, and strengthening governance, institutions, and the rule of law.
The panel's executive director, Kende-Robb, Botswana's central bank governor, Linah Mohohlo, and Zimbabwean entrepreneur, Masiyiwa, launched the report with Mr. Annan. It finds that in spite of the huge potential that the extractive industry represents, its revenues are widening the gap between rich and poor in some African countries. Although much has been achieved, the last decade of impressive growth has not brought comparable improvements in health, education, and nutrition.
You see some countries where poverty has declined, but you see an increase in inequality in many, many countries. And ultimately that increase in inequality is a drag on growth and is a drag on further poverty reduction. And we have some data in the report that shows that the increasing inequality has actually decreased the potential of growth and poverty reduction. So I think at the moment it's a very, very mixed picture, but the potential is there.
Ghana is one of Africa's newest oil producers. Here in the region of Takoradi, the town nearest the oil discoveries off the country's west coast, the growth is tangible. Roads are being widened to allow for extra commercial traffic. There is a building boom, and more businesses are moving into the area. Oil started to flow here in December 2010, and the country's GDP growth surged to over 14% in 2011. In March 2013, The Economist listed Ghana as one of the world's top 10 fastest growing economies.
What I hope does not happen is a perception that because we've struck oil, we are rich, and we forget all other sectors. You know, we should see the oil and extractive industries as part of the broader economy.
To really improve living standards, more of Africa's revenues need to be spent on building the manufacturing sector, education, and health. Problems like tax avoidance, corruption, and weak governance also need tackling. If African countries can achieve this, then oil, gas, and minerals could be the continent's ticket to easing its dependence on aid and taking charge of its own destiny economically.